Hello. If I asked you to draw the structure of DNA off the top of your head right now, you probably could, right? It's now a part of most educated people's collection of basic knowledge, from learning it in school at some point, or seeing it on TV, or just living life in general. You come across what the structure of DNA is at some point. Everyone knows it as the iconic double helix. The discovery of DNA's double helix structure could possibly be one of the greatest science achievements made in history ever. Even though when I ask you about who discovered the structure of DNA, the first names you probably think of are the two guys, Watson and Crick, that you've seen in your biology book at some point, but you can't remember what they were quite doing. However, another important name you should know is Rosalind Franklin. She is responsible for actually producing a physical picture of DNA structure by cleverly utilizing X-ray diffraction. The famous photo is called Photo 51. Now, Rosalind didn't figure this out overnight. She had come a long way in life for this discovery. To start, Rosalind Elsie Franklin was born on July 25th in 1920 into a sociable, well-connected, upper echelon family in the United Kingdom's capital city of London. Her father went by the name of Ellis Arthur Franklin, and he was an investment banker who also helped less privileged people by teaching them about electricity and magnetism at the local London's Working Men College. And her mother was Muriel Frances Whaley. She was the daughter of a lawyer, but she also doubled as a good Samaritan, doing charitable work by helping elderly, unemployed, and unmarried mothers. The two had 5 children together, and Rosalind was their second. When Rosalind was young, she attended a private school, and it didn't take people long at all to figure out that she had a brilliant mind. Despite her ability to debate about almost everything and share her strong opinion about things that mattered most to her. Not only was she book smart, she was a skilled athlete and fluent in 3 languages, such as Latin, German, and French. When she graduated, by the age of 18, she attended the highly esteemed University of Cambridge in 1938, which you've probably heard of. She was shy and quiet as much as one could be while joining and participating in sports and clubs such as chemistry club and math club. Unfortunately, she graduated as second-class honors, and it disappointed her greatly. Her biggest downfall was her desire to be perfect. She spent way too much time in the beginning of tests to do as well on the end. Throughout all that, she had become number 1 in physical science and was awarded a research fellowship. During her research fellowship, she worked in a group with Ronald Norris for a year before she quit because she didn't agree with what they were doing or liked how things were being run. At the time, Norris was actually, unfortunately, a heavy drinker, and that may have been part of the reason why Franklin decided to disassociate herself from the research group. Franklin's tendency to be an overachiever eventually led to one of the biggest discoveries of her life. It was around the time of Watson and Crick when they were trying to create a model of DNA, but couldn't due to small errors such as their lack of knowledge in chemistry. Franklin was working out X-ray diffraction at the same time. With Watson and Crick not making any real progress, they decided they need help. They eventually reached out to Franklin, but she was not interested in working with them. But Franklin was also intrigued by the topic and worked hard until she stumbled across Photo 51. The photo clearly showed the shape of DNA was undeniably a double helix. Photo 51 was a catalyst that was needed for Watson and Crick to eventually move on to mapping out the entire build of the DNA molecule intimately, such as where the bases are set up. Now today we can look in a biology book and we can see the exact structure of DNA without even thinking about it. Without Rosalind Franklin, we may not know DNA as well as